going on, everybody? His name is Jay, coming at y'all, man. Let's get into it. Pittsburgh Steelers, y'all know, made a trade the other day for Minkah Fitzpatrick, and I believe they gave up like a first-round pick or so for him, for the young guy, man. Definitely they need that move because what it is, Pittsburgh's secondary hasn't really been all that stellar, so they definitely need to add a young piece that's good. So I can understand why they made that move. But y'all know Minkah Fitzpatrick is the only player that's in that position to get looking for a trade or got traded. You got Jalen Ramsey out here looking to be traded now, man. And the thing is, Jalen Ramsey is one of the best corners in the game, if not the best, without a doubt. The young man can definitely play. He plays the position with confidence, maybe even a little too much confidence at times, but he definitely lives up to it for the most part. The problem is, I have like maybe about 3 reasons off the rip why Lions should not make that move. Due to the fact of the matter, I'm gonna get into the first thing. Like, although again he is one of the best corners, he could be a major help for our defense. Can really help turn things around that secondary and make it probably near elite levels. But the problem is, when the first 2 off the rip, the trading for him, we don't know the full extent of what they want. I'm not willing to give up draft picks for a guy like him right now because the fact of the matter, the defensive line, if it develops the way we think, especially once we get fully healthy, that secondary is going to play even better than it probably kind of already is, maybe or so. And I believe that Darius Slay can kick it up a notch and not let what happened to him this past Sunday happen to him again. Getting torched, I think we will actually be more than fine. May not need to get Jalen Ramsey just because he may fit the system and he's a superstar corner. The other thing is, about trading for him, we don't want to trade up future assets. We may lose people. That may be a guard we give up, or offensive tackle we may be giving up in that draft pick that we may want to get, and the value later down the line may not be that good, especially if we give up a lot of picks for them. So you don't want to take that risk. There are still a few holes that you have to fill on this team, and getting Jalen Ramsey could damper that. And the other thing is about that trade, it's almost remind me of Khalil Mack, because once you trade for him, but I say back when this season is over, you gotta get him in stitching, and he's gonna be looking to break the bank. He wants to bad, man. And the Lions, the way things going, as Slay actually has a bang out year for real this time, he's probably gonna be due for an extension. And then you gotta look at it from the fact of the matter is, you got other players that may play very exceptional as well, and they may have the interest in wanting to keep these guys, so they may not want to make that trade and get this guy the bag, and then now they're going through cap hell. We've seen teams do that. They get a hot playoff series and win a game or so, then come back and they do less, even with all these names in a good scheme, due to the fact of the matter they overspent, and now they couldn't reconstruct the team properly to help keep it going. And you don't want that to happen, man. I've seen that happen with John. You spend money on a big name player, you basically cashing it in all in now. We're developing and building into something. You don't make trades like that, to give up. I was more comfortable with getting Minkah because I think, even though they gave up a first round pick, I think they didn't give up too much for him. So I was like, okay, he's a little younger, he's developing into something. Maybe get Minkah, it's a little bit different. Nothing against Jalen Ramsey, again, best corner in the game. But I think that's just too much of a risk. You see what the Bears are probably going through now. It's still not over for the Bears yet. We got to see how they play, if they can still take the division or so, or make the playoffs. But you see what they're going through with Khalil Mack. You know what I'm saying? It could be other players too in free agency that the Lions had their eye on, and they may not want to spend all their resources on trying to keep him and keep these guys and get whatever they can get out the draft. You don't want to do that. And the third reason is actually the Lions are not even linked to this trade. The 3 most interesting teams I think it's coming from is the Chiefs, the Eagles, and the Seahawks. I think they're the ones drawing the most interest. And he did say he want to win as an honorable mention. So think about the Chiefs. They were in the AFC title match last year. Definitely the Eagles. If they get add to their secondary, they can still make the playoffs and possibly, you know, I ain't gonna say maybe make the Super Bowl. I don't know if they got enough right now, especially with the injuries right now. But they can dang show at least get a playoff win or two or so and really push harder, depending on how well they gel. Then you know it's the Seahawks who are probably looking like they're one of the more dangerous defenses right now already, and they's probably not in full health, so if they get him, it's a wrap. But the thing is, that's where he wants to go, and those are teams that draw the most interest. So Lions, to me, are not even trying to put themselves out there for that trade. So I think that's about it. The only reason, 3 reasons I can think of why we shouldn't go after him. Again, if you feel like we should, that's on you. That's fine. Not one of these type of videos, but I just don't think we should. But shout out to everybody, man. You know, DV, DSA, and DAOUTSIDERS, man. Just want to make this quick video. Come back with y'all tomorrow or something, possibly. I'm gonna leave it at that. It's J, man. I'm out.